do? Literally absolutely nothing. Again, like I was talking about with everybody in the private group this morning, these are the types of days in the market where I like to call them amateur hour. Everybody and their mother, when you see all this craziness happening in the market, loves to just take some sort of action. Buy, sell, reposition, do this, that, the other, take new trade, sell trade. Guys, these are the days in the market where, again, this is just basically an extended weekend here, an extended long weekend after MLK Day yesterday, where the market was closed. When you see these big shocks added into the market, these are the days where you touch nothing. That is exactly what we were talking about during the in the pre-market plan too. And you guys saw what happened with those couple of moves that, again, some of you guys that might be a little bit newer here and have not been through these kind of periods where I issue these warnings before have said, oh, I'm just going to do my own thing. And you see a lot of things starting to fail. Again, that is why these days are so important to make sure that you navigate correctly, because the smartest action most of the time that you can take in the market, guys, is to do nothing. So, market's starting to pop back up here. Again, does it really matter? Not necessarily. Like this move that we see today, off of, again, this the EU saying that they don't want to engage in the trade deal with the US anymore because of this new Greenland situation. This is really not anything all that different than anything that we saw in the beginning of last year. So what is the playbook here? We see that initial big announcement from the Trump administration. Then we see maybe a day or two of things starting to settle in here, the market reacting. Then we start to see some more developments, which generally end up being relatively positive, because the administration is going to want to always frame this in a positive light, especially ahead of the midterms this year. So, again, I would prefer to see the market drop 5-10% here, so that one, we could get some really solid buying opportunities as the market would start to come back to the upside. After that, we get some even more insane setups than we've already seen at this point this year. But I just don't necessarily think that they are gonna let this market get killed by that much here. So, guys, it's going to be an interesting day. It is going to be probably pretty slow, but it is also that time of day. Again, say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the channel, new to the stream, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. We have a 200 like goal in the streams, guys. Let's see if we can do it. At least we got to get to 100. We'll see. No slackers today. But yeah, yields are up significantly here. USD JPY settling down a little bit, which is good to see. Market now starting to make a little bit of a push back to the upside here. I don't know if there was any news that we've seen. No, nothing. You've been waiting on a dip to add shares to your ETFs that have been performing well. Well, I mean, this isn't necessarily the best day. I mean, how far is the market off the highs? 2.5%. Like, usually I'm not looking to like make significant purchases unless the market is like in terms of long term, unless the market's like 5-10% off the highs. Like, that's usually a really good rule of thumb there. Geo moving. Let's see what this is doing here. Yeah, Geo starting to move, and then you also had AXSM from the watch list this weekend. If you guys still wanted to take again, if you want to take any of these new ideas there, you just have to be very careful with them, because again, on a day like today, you're going to see all these shocks added to the market, and things could move around all over the place. Especially like we also talked about, where the names, and you saw this play out right near market open. What were we talking about on the private stream? It was there are going to be certain sectors and names that are probably going to rip and show a lot of like big signs of strength. And then what's going to happen if the market starts to move back to the upside? You would think that those would continue just kind of based on the broad market, but odds are they start to fade. So you have to be careful of those things. We've seen that happen with things like McDonald's a lot, Walmart. Not today, just generally when you start to see market weakness, and then you see that value rotation. But yeah, it's moving back up significantly here. Again, you do have that gap kind of at like 69.35 there, which would be interesting to go and fill, or to just get into, not fill, obviously. Geo looks good here, though. There's a lot of great setups, guys, and there's going to be more coming out. I mean, this has been an unbelievable start to the new year with LTMP. Congratulations to all of you guys that are in there, and shout out to all of the new members that are coming in and just absolutely crushing it right away. Adrian nailing Celsius over here, 400%. Jesus. We got Quad U over here. Catch me if you can. I don't know how this is still looking. Yeah, Quad U was ripping a decent amount this morning here. Those look good. I mean, we've had some insane. Novo, what's this? Up 11 grand in a day on Novo on Friday. That was insane there too. Asian Pelican, nice work. PL, 559% on one trade. I mean, it's still, it's mind-boggling to me why everybody isn't operating in the market the way we do. Like, it doesn't take very much time. It's the most effective way to do it. It's the largest margin for error because you only need one of these epic trades in order to basically guarantee yourself an amazing year. Because think about it with all those other ones, like the 1 to 30, 1 to 50, 1 to 60 risk to reward trades that I've shown you. It's like you nail one of those throughout the year, okay, you're done. You're done. You can do whatever you want throughout the rest of the year. You'd have to lose 60 trades in a row to just go back to break even. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that, you know? But let's see who we have in here with our little roll call, and then we'll get into it. So, we've got Jerry, Daily Taylor, G-Moose, we've got Jay, Ale, Hal, we got Randall, Kim. Good morning, guys. But yeah, not really a whole lot that I'm seeing at all here on the newsfeed. What's this? Trump will not attend emergency G7 summit in Paris. President Trump has no plans to travel to Paris for an emergency G7 summit proposed by French President Macron. White House official confirmed. Macron suggested the meeting via text, including invitations to Ukraine, Denmark, Syria, and Russia, and offered a dinner before Trump returned to Washington. France currently holds the G7 presidency, with the next official summit set for June. Interesting. But yeah, very slow. These are boring days. Trying not to do anything. You're not doing anything? Just watching Serve is trying to bounce back? Yeah, let's actually take a look at that. How's Serve looking? I don't want that. That is now no longer a setup for us. We don't want to look at that. AXSM, off to a hot start there if anybody grabbed that one. Easy choice today, just chill. Exactly. And that is something that all of you guys need to get comfortable with if you want to have any chance at long-term success in this game. Most days, guys, I am not doing anything. Zero. It's either managing positions or just hunting for the best setups in the market. I'm not sitting here every single day being like, tick, 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 doing all sorts of different nonsense. That's not how this game is played. Deep row all over the place today. So, gonna keep holding on to this one. We're gonna see what happens there. And then let's talk a little bit about the crypto market here too, guys, because it is not looking good. So, Bitcoin here first. Again, what have I been saying about the broad market, the broad crypto market here over the last few weeks? We saw this. We had to break through the top side of this prior all-time high zone here. We did, especially after this nice little period of consolidation at the bottom side of this zone, and then we were in that next period of consolidation, actually setting up a really solid short-term bullish setup here on Bitcoin. Now, the one thing that I kept harping on in all of the videos there is that concept of if everything else remains the same in the market, this is looking good, and that Bitcoin will probably end up doing what we outlined for it. Now, technically, it still is with this test of the prior all-time high zone here if it holds, but what we were really looking for was a nice period of consolidation here for a push back into the 200 or above the 200. But then you saw the news about the EU and the US's trade agreement, and then obviously things are going to sell off as the market goes risk off. That happens a lot. Ethereum really not looking good here again after this rejection of the 200 EMA. So what you need to see is this risk on behavior really come back into the market here, and it's just not going to happen with obviously the statements that we heard over the weekend with this Greenland stuff and then the EU responding. This one, LAES, where's LAES? It's moving back up, but you should be stopped on that. You should not be in that anymore. Follow the rules, please. Let's see. Market moving. Yeah, Geo and AXSM both look good. AXSM is already off to a nice hot start there. AXSM. Yeah, that looks good. I'm just waiting for perfect. That's all I'm doing. We're going to sit in D-Pro for a while, wait for perfect. Again, guys, less trades, more profits. Do not try and do too much. That's going to get you into trouble. If you try to do too much in the market, it's going to get you into trouble. Adrian, good morning, man. How you doing? So I think that, again, also the other thing too that we were talking about this morning in the private stream with LTMP is think about what this week is too. It's a hot earnings week. So we have what? I mean, I can pull up the earnings calendar for you guys. Like, we could just focus on post earnings this week. We're 2 for 2 on the post earnings ideas already. Oh, multi 100% trades, both of them. We have Netflix, United Airlines. You got Interactive Brokers. You've got Johnson & Johnson, Halliburton. What else? PG, GE Aerospace. What else? Intel, Capital One, Alcoa, CSX could be interesting. Some more airlines, ALK. Yeah, so you've got a couple of interesting ones. It'd be nice to get one of them. Like, if we get one post earnings this week, guys, that's it. That's all we need. It has not hit your stop limit or sell limit. It should have. It should have. It crossed down below breakout days low. It should have. If it didn't, you set it up wrong. It's a very simple approach. D-Pro, I mean, this thing was ripping at one point today. Jeez. Ripping. And tanking. We'll see what happens to it. That thing's a wild child. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything useful on the feed, but I highly doubt it. On days like today, it's just there's basically going to be nothing useful going on. It's just amateur hour across the board. Let's see. Yeah, slow. D-Pro looks good. We'll see what happens from there. Oh, also, congratulations to everybody that's been in these gold and silver ideas from last August. Look at this. Boom, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we have it. This is exactly why we have gold. If you see 26-year-olds going out and buying bunches of gold, you probably should listen. That's not a normal thing to be doing. Look at this thing. Gold from our entry is up what? 37%? Nice. That's what we like to see. Geo looks interesting. Again, I'm not, unless I see something absolutely picture perfect with the potential for like 1 to 8 to like 1 to 10 risk to reward coming up in the near, I'm not going near anything. I'm just gonna let the D Pro go and then see what happens from there. That's it. Keep it simple. What are yields at? Yields backing off a little? Yep. That's good. That's good. Yeah, days like today are just like a day. If I wasn't doing any, content, if I was not on YouTube, Twitter, anything, I would not be looking at the market right now. At all. Zero. Come back at the end of the day, maybe tonight, see how things shape up, and then go from there. D-nut downside? Oh, did you take that? Yeah, not good. Yeah, there it goes. Again, though, it's a $4 stock. I mean, it would just make sense to short that thing. The options on that thing probably aren't going to pay too much. I like where D-Pro is right now. We'll see what it wants to do and then just kind of go from there, you know? Like think about what's coming through the feed right now. The market is just waiting for that next new piece of information on what's going to happen next with the EU and the US and also this Greenland situation. So that's all it's doing. That's all it's doing. It's going to be slow. But again, with post earnings, with all the setups that we have coming up, make sure that you guys are taking advantage of that deal to hop into LTMP. It is $1 a day for your first month, guys. $1 a day for your first month. I'll throw that link in the live chat here for you guys too. Don't miss it. Prices are going to be going up again for LTMP in the near future. But again, once you guys hop in and you are in LTMP, the price never goes up on you once you are in. You get locked in at the rate that you join in. Where's oil? Because oil, I think, was moving. Yeah, where's USO? USO's up a little. Wow. That's interesting, Adrian. What's the expiration on that? There's got to be close, right? If you traded short dated, you could get that. But anything long dated would probably have juiced up IV. This Friday? That makes sense. This thing might really go. That'd be nice to see Depot really get going there, because this thing held off. We'll see though. This Friday on the expiration date for the D-Nut, that makes sense. AXSM looks good. Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, if you guys have any tickers you want to look at, let me know, but there's really nothing to do today. Just kind of sit back, relax, and do zero. I want you guys to feel what it's like to be as bored as possible in the market and then also not touch anything. That is a good exercise for all of you guys today. Some of you are still learning that, and it's like, you're going to be like, no, it's the market's down. I'm going to go buy. No. It always makes the most sense to just wait. Sit on your hands. You like Aspen setup? Let's take a look at that. It's not bad. I just think that's obviously gonna be a share trade. You do have this level to like contend with, 374. It's not bad. You got earnings a little close too. Just like this one, it could take a lot of time in order to come back, and you'd probably have to subject yourself to that earnings risk. It doesn't look bad though. I mean, that's an interesting base here with a decent setup. D-Pro, nice little pop. Webull, it's down. I think it's at 8. Yeah, it's at $8. $8. Novo's still holding on here too. Yeah, Novo's fun. Right at 61 still, looking good. ABAT's rolling. Going. Ooh, ABAT moving back up. Yeah, that's just a weird one. Like this one, it's things like these and USAR and those, they're just taking a while to get them, like, to actually, like, confirm those moves. CLH pushing? Yeah. Yeah, that thing's... Oh my god. Didn't we talk about this like a week or 2 weeks ago? This thing is ripping now. And you guys were bringing up MNST. I don't like that. Like, it looks like it wants to go a little. I just don't really like that at the highs. It's a little risky. Seeing it rolling. It's not really. It's like that one. It's just kind of chopping, you know? With ABAM. And then SATL is still looking interesting. Oh, there it goes. Look at SATL still. So this, again, guys, is like, these are the types of trades that you gotta be looking for. This is why everybody loves LTMP so much. This trade, guys, is sitting at a 1 to 70 risk to reward right now. 1 to 70. One trade made you 70% on your account. Guys, are you kidding? You have to lose 70 trades in a row to just go back to break even. This is this is literally what we look for. These are the trades that we're looking to hit. How many of these do you need in a year? Not many. 1. Look at this thing go. It's re-breaking there. Look at this. Still going. Next target for those of you guys that are in SATL, all the way up at 431. From the entry at what? $1.78? There you go. That's what this is all about. Those types of moves. People will get way too hung up on like the nickel and diming, like the tiny little stop outs, but it's like, this is why I love to say, like, the outcome of one individual trade is so meaningless to me, because I don't care. Why would I care when the trades that are going to fire off are going to look like this? Again, we're still looking for the perfect setups and the ones that have the ability to do this. But like I tell you guys all the time, every trade that I outline for you guys has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of %. Or many multiples of your risk if you're trading shares. 1 to 10s, 1 to 20s, 1 to 30s. That's what this is about. You can't be doing this nickel and diming garbage, like trying to hit these 1-to-1 risk reward trades in the market. You're not going to make any money. These are the moves that you have to be in if you want to make money. Hold your winners. You're in a winner, let it go. So I'm just sitting in deep row here. I'm just going to let it go. Nice base. Let's see if we can get ripping. That move on SATL is just game-changing. You made your whole year in one trade. That's crazy. Grant, welcome to the group. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome all of you guys to LTMP. We're going to have a lot of fun in 2026. It's going to be a little weird at some points like we see today where we just kind of sit here and do nothing. But these are the time periods where you have to be learning how to capitalize on the market when it gets hot, which it has been to start the year. It's been fun. You went half size? Yeah, again, there's a lot of different ways to manage risk. That's not the way I like to do it, but if it works, if it makes you more comfortable, then go for it. It'd be interesting to get like a good post earnings this week too to turbo everything. Like TSM was really good, APLD was really good for those of you guys that hit that one too. SATL is just, I mean, what is this at? 1 to 71 risk to reward. That's ridiculous. This is nutty. Depro holding on nicely here. Novo looks great. I mean, Novo back to 61, only down 1.6% today. That's fine. I'd love to see this thing climb back above the 200. That'd be nice. Seeing the 200 fully inflect here too, which I believe it is about to, would be great. Depro, hello. Come on, buddy. Go push through that high. I want to see you do it. Get ripping. That'd be nice. What's the market doing? Nothing. Ludnick thinks the U.S. is going to grow at more than 5% GDP this quarter. Oh, my God. Canada PM Carney. Canada strongly opposes tariffs over Greenland. Ludnick says interest rates in the U.S. are too high. Okay. Yeah, Depro about to break that high there. That's good. I don't know, guys. I'm sitting up like nicely on the year so far. Not really doing a whole lot. It's just simple, easy trades. It's just keep it simple. Small losses, massive winners. That's how this works. Nvidia down about 3%. Who cares? Who cares? You know? Who cares? D Pro, new highs. Come on, there we go. Ding ding, give me the ding. I'd love to see this thing run to like 1050 today. That'd be nice. 1128 is a good area if you want to trim the first little area. I want to see this thing get up into the 14s. That would be great on D Pro. That would be awesome if we saw that happen. Who knows though? The range on this thing today is ridiculous. It opened nuked to 863 and then is now back to almost 1015. This thing is crazy. But it's been really strong. That's why I'm looking at the daily closes. Like if it closes down below the daily 10, I'd be a little bit worried. I'd probably trim it or sell it or do something to it. But as of over the last week, all it was really doing was just consolidating and setting up. If the market starts to have a little bit of positiveness in here and it starts to kind of come back into this gap, you could see that thing launch again. That would be fun. AXSM is looking good there. If anybody decided to go really small into that one, that's a good one. EVEX. Yeah, that was close. That is like as close as you can get. It's back up. Yeah, you'll see a lot of that, especially with the shares trades. It'll come down close and then you're right back up. So I like the shares too. You don't have to do anything with them because you know at whatever dollar amount it's at versus now versus a week from now or a month from now, you're going to be up or down the same exact amount. Options, again, different. You'll have to deal with the time decay. This thing's just a monster. Same thing with Celsius today. Look at this thing go. Look at that thing rip. Yeah, like when I get into these shares trades, guys, I let them go. That's what you have to like think about too, is like if you're in something that is a winner and still looks good, you can't have that mentality. This is what kills a lot of people in the market. And this is the big thing that you got to get over. Like you need to be able to nail these big trades here on something like SATL. We keep using this one as an example here because it's just such a good one. Like 1 to 70, 1 to 60 risk to reward. That's what you need to be able to be in. But let's say, for example, that around the time that you were looking at SATL, you had like 3 to 5 like tiny stop outs there in a row. When you get into something like SATL, you're going to see the gain and you might go back to even or a little bit green on your account, making a new high water mark, and you're going to have that feeling of, I should just take the gains. You emailed me regarding the course? I'll take a look at it. If you're talking about the course stuff, it's just everything's in Discord. So if you have questions on what's in LTV, just ask me in the, just ask me in market chat. If it's about where the course videos used to be, there was a whole thing that we did. The emails went out like 2 years ago or something about how everything was moving over to Discord. If you missed that, I mean, maybe we can figure out something, but everything is in LTNP. But if you have questions on the content, just send a message in market chat. It's not there. Yeah, I know. This has been something that you guys have known for a very long period of time. The way that Teachable was working, it was messing everything up with something. So when we made the transition to the Discord, everybody got sent the codes and everything to be able to get into LTMP for free. Everybody got them. So I would check in your email for that. I don't know if that code still works. Maybe we can figure out something else, but it's also like a year and a half later after that, so I don't know. We'll see. You have the feeling you're trying this year to let them go on Celsius. You're up 200%, but it's not even at a 1 to 3 RR. Oh, on options? Yeah. Well, options is a little different. Shares you can actually let run. Options, you gotta be a little careful with them. How you can watch them again? Yeah, the only way to watch them again is within LTMP. I'll have to see if... Here's the thing. I mean, that was what, years ago? So I'm not letting anybody into LTMP for free now. Everybody had their opportunity to do that over like a 3-month period. So we'll see what we can do. I might be able to just send you the links to the videos, but now that's a lot of effort for me for somebody not paying attention to like the emails, the announcements on the streams, the videos, this, you know. So we'll see what we can do. D-Pro hanging around 10. I like that. There's an error or something? That was the old mastermind. There was a pre-recorded video that you guys got for that one. That was the old mastermind. That's different. Which, Wednesday's mastermind lesson is going to be really fun. Let's see here. Novo still looks great. I mean, I'm fine with it where it is. 61? Fine with me. What did I say? No. It was the other stuff. Yeah. I mean, what? I own 1,000 shares at 54. Go to 150. That'd be great. I'd love to see Novo at 150. They have a whole quarter head start here. Even if it gets back to like 85 to 100, I'd be pretty happy with that on Novo, which I think it can do. Unless the market just decides to nuke itself, which you never know. That's always a possibility. I'm bored. Bored. MSTR downside weekly. I would probably just say no based on off of the volatility. It almost doesn't matter what the chart looks like. I would just say no. Like, you've got too much nonsense, and this actually is more so for in my view, setting up a wider weekly base and break to the upside than it is a downside move after a what? I don't know. Let's see. 65% move to the downside. Like, and then you have the volatility and the moves that you're seeing in the crypto market today, which, like, right now it's trying to hold the bottom side of that range. I just wouldn't even look at that, you know? It's like I'd rather just wait for the better high quality setups, you know, than try and like chase MicroStrategy to the downside, you know? It's like, what's the most efficient use of our time and capital, like all different types of capital, mental, monetary, all of it. It's just like, it wouldn't be that, you know? It would just be to wait and see, okay, where's the dust going to settle after today, and where are the good setups? Because if you get positive developments out of this situation here, which it's not a positive development, it's just like, oh, trade talks going well, trade talks falling. It's just the cycle that we've seen play out time and time again. That right now, I would rather, like, okay, so remember when I was talking about over the last like 2 weeks there, we said it very briefly that like if you wanted to pick up hedges when UVXY was down at those lows, it was not a bad time to do it over the last 2 weeks. That's kind of when I would look to start to play like just broad downside. But right now, if you've already set that up and then we're looking at the broad market, it's like, okay, now you really don't have to do anything because you have your core, you have the hedges in place. Why not just wait to see if this thing is going to nuke to the downside? If it does, be able to deploy capital at the better positions then, or just wait and it snaps back to the upside and you play the setups then anyway, you know? The weekly looks really good. If you found that on the upside, it would be A+. IONQ is moving? Hold on. Where's RGTI? All right. So remember how we talked about this morning? I was like, I need RGTI to snap right now in order to stay valid. It did. Okay. Hold on. Something's going on in quantum here, guys. IONQ looks good. I like that. That looks interesting. I don't know what's going on with quantum right now, but that's big. Yeah, RGTI is moving too. It's not there yet, but like IONQ eat, but the problem is for a shares trade, like, look where your risk is. Like, look at that. I mean, even the first TP there, like, it's not bad, but you only have a 1 to 3. Depro looks good. I don't know. We'll see what happens with them. I don't know what's going on with them. The CEO is at Davos. Now's the time for quantum. There might be something coming out of Davos. I'm actually seeing negative news. Like, the only thing I see here is IONQ paid $1 billion for Oxford Ionics because their chip architecture was supposed to be the path to fault tolerance. The co-founder of that at Davos this week said, I think anyone has got the winning modality. The architect of IONQ's entire scaling roadmap just admitted on stage at Davos that he doesn't know if trapped ions will win. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something else coming out about quantum right now, but like, where are the other ones? Like QBTS. I mean, that's getting fish hooked, or not fish hooked, on a smaller time frame it would be, but that looks interesting. RGTI we already know is moving back up. What about QUBT? That looks interesting too. Where's RGTI? Is that thing still pushing? I mean, a little bit. All right, they're moving. We'll see. They're moving. Yeah, it's going. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I could look at some of the other names. Like, what's RGTI doing right now? But IONQ is the leader of all of this. Yeah, IONQ is ripping. CRDO? No. I don't like that. I mean, you really, if IONQ gets through 55.62, that's launch sequence. All of them look the same. IONQ and RGTI do. Like, RGTI right now looks like it might want to do it as well. That looks pretty nasty. I mean, I like that a lot. We've been hunting that. Remember, if you decide to touch anything today off of any of these guys, it's size for 0. 0, 0, 0. You don't really want to be doing a whole lot today. I was also not expecting the quantum names to do that. That was not a part of my idea of, oh, there's nothing going to happen today. That is strange and very notable. That quantum just went vertical on a day like today where the market's getting killed. So it's got to be something at Davos. I just don't see it. RGTI won some deal in India. It's interesting. So why isn't that one leading? $3 hours ago, $8.4 million purchase is not really that notable. On an $8 billion market cap. This might do it too today. Who knows? They all started moving up about an hour ago. Interesting. I didn't see anything come through the feed. We've been watching it today. Well, let's see what they got for us. They look great. IONQ ripping. There we go. They're funky though. You got to be careful with them. If you decide like these can run and then go bloop tank, or if they follow through, you're setting yourself up for a multi-hundred or probably multi-thousand percenter. Like this IONQ move, guys, I believe was 8,000% for the LTMP group. It was either 5 or 8,000% the last time that we nailed IONQ. So again, this is what I talk about all the time. The outcome of one individual trade is meaningless when every trade that I outline has the ability to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of percent. If this is another one of them, great. If not, who cares? There's going to be way more, you know? Ooh, yeah, Motley Fool I really don't care about. But yeah, wait, hold on. Arrange to deploy a few hundred systems, qubit system at best. Okay, one of the biggest tech statements made at Davos yesterday. Okay, that's big. That's probably, Adrian, that second one is good. I don't know if that's part of the Motley Fool article, but I typically will not look at anything on Motley Fool, and a couple other ones too. What's the other one? Seeking Alpha I don't really care about usually, just because it's opinion. It's not a direct news source. It's like some dude writing it is usually why I don't like them. A money bags, 136% on gold. Nice. Yeah, great work, guys. Again, I'm gonna throw the link in here for you guys that still need to hop in there to LTMP with us. Again, use code January, get your first month for literally only $1 a day. Yeah, Zax is another one. If they're just like some dude writing them, they're like, oh, I'm an analyst at Motley Fool. I don't care. You know, I just don't. So, IONQ ripping. We'll see what happens with it. Would love to get some follow through above what? 55.62? That'd be great. I was not expecting Quantum to rip today. Like, at all. I'm happy that it's doing it. That gives us something fun to do. SMR. Is SMR still looking good? Yeah, I love that. SMR looks great. 2060 is our area there. I like that. D Pro looking good too. Yeah, it's like they can ask you to subscribe to their yeah. And it's just like, but the info isn't just, it's just not useful. It's like an opinion piece about like fundamental value. That's just like, I don't care. You know, like I don't care what your calculation shows on what some dude thinks some random company should be valued at. That's not that's not going to come into my analysis at all, you know. D-Pro looking really good there. Because even if, this is the problem, even if that analysis was right, you still can't buy based on it. If a stock is trading at 100 and let's say some dude says that the fair value of it is 120, it doesn't matter because the market is going to decide what it's worth at the end of the day because the efficient market hypothesis is not true. Some people think it is. It's not. If the efficient market hypothesis was true, the market, everything would be trading at its fair value, but it doesn't. You know, the $100 stock that's worth 120 can go to 70, to 60, to 50. Depends on what the broad market is saying. There's a lot of other factors you have to account for. What's it called? D-Pro just made a nice pop there up to 1020, but couldn't really continue there. Let's see what the market's doing. Nothing. AMC base. I don't think so, but we could look. I thought it just for shark finned. I would say probably not. If it does form a base there, I mean, I would trade it. I would trade it. Don't think I won't. Don't think I won't trade AMC. I will do it. I mean, this quantum move is interesting. D-Pro's looking good for us today, too. I like that. Yeah, if this quantum move hits, guys, like, and you get a big run, why do I have an MNST? Okay, so I have an MNST alert. I just don't really like this. It's running. It went. It just wasn't really the one that I really wanted. So, Energy drink stocks look good. I think energy stocks in general look good. Rotation into all different types of energy, I guess. What is it? I think that Apex sale too, guys, ends tomorrow. The 80% off. So if you guys need new accounts, just use code VIX, or more accounts or resets or anything you need over there. Just use code VIX. You guys will be good to go. Or don't. But if you do, I make like $1. Nice. Little nuke. Nothing crazy though. Ooh, you guys are slacking big time on the like button today. Uh-oh. Also, I think my elbow's gonna be fine. And, all right, do we have any doctors in the live chat? Let's see. I think I'll survive. I don't think it's terminal, but I think I screwed up my UCL a little bit. Not anything crazy, but there was a very loud pop. It sounded like the pop that you would hear with a crack, like a what do you call it? Like you're cracking a bone, like a knuckle, but louder and larger. And my arm went this way. It's this one. I'm not gonna do it, but it went. Calling Dr. Bob? Yeah, where's Dr. Bob? Key points here. Didn't really hurt. Felt very strange though. All right, still kind of feels icky if I touch it. So, if anybody wants to diagnose me on the internet, go for it. You can. And I'm really angry about it too, because I'm doing my modified 75 hard and I can't really do much right now, and it's pissing me off. I think by next week I should be fine. I think. Who knows though? I don't think it's actually a problem. It's gotten better. And I did it Friday night. But it was loud. It was pop. I thought I just dislocated it or broke it. I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Ask ChatGPT. Well, it doesn't look bad. Like, it doesn't, like, it just feels like every once in a while it's like, yeah, it's wiggling. IONQ, still looking good. I like that. D-Pro looking good here, too. I mean, on a slow day here, things are looking pretty fun. I don't know, guys. I'm still sitting up like 11% on the year. Just hanging out. Not really doing anything. Just letting stuff go. Simple. And this hasn't even been a crazy, like, fun time period. Celsius, did it really go from there? I wonder if Cole is still... Oh, I wonder if Cole still has that. Because remember, I gave you guys Celsius when? Wasn't it... sub 25, I think, is when I kept talking about it. Did you enter off of this? This break? 54.27. You're going first TP up to 61.45. I don't think you're hitting first TP today unless you're going gap fill, which then maybe. That looks good. Yeah, great move there. Great move there. I mean, if this freaking thing launches, guys, it's gonna be big. Took it last week, going for the gap fill. Nice. Yeah, that looks good. Bitcoin trying to hold, not well though. Market back up. Okay. Let's see. If they break out a day high here and start going into this gap, that would be very interesting. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is 11:30. That's going to wrap it up for us today. I'm going to throw that link for all of you guys that still need to join us with an LTMP there into the live chat here for all of you. There you guys go. Make sure that you guys use code January. Get your first month for literally only $1 a day. Get access to all the learning curriculum videos there, both of the different series, the full watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the pre-market plans, the daily private live streams, access to the entire group there. Again, you guys know the deal at this point. There's Aspen if you want it too. Daily Taylor's been talking about this one. Aspen Aerogels does qualify here. Earnings are a little close. Be careful. But, I mean, if that one goes too, that's got a crazy amount of upside there. So a lot of good setups, guys, but we really do have to wait for this market to balance out here before doing anything significant or taking on like full-size risk positions. So, guys, I will be hanging out with you guys in LTMP. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We have an awesome mastermind scheduled for you guys tomorrow night, too. Those of you guys that are in the mastermind program, that's going to be a really fun one. But I'll see you guys later. Peace.